So, welcome to Jumbo IS and welcome to our lecture series called Daily MCQ Practice. In this lecture series, we cover a particular day's current affairs through a set of 4 to 5 MCQs. The idea behind this lecture series is very simple. We want you to develop this habit of practicing MCQs on a daily basis. And what better way to develop this habit than by getting the much needed MCQ practice from the topic of current affairs? Because current affairs are extremely important for your UPSC examination. Okay, so through this lecture series, you'll not only get to revise your current affairs, but you'll also get the much needed MCQ practice. Therefore, it is pertinent for you guys to make this lecture series a daily habit of yours. Okay, so do that. And we'll start with today's session from question number 1. Consider the following statements regarding civil nuclear energy sector in India. As per Atomic Energy Act 1962, only government agencies are allowed to function as operators of nuclear power plants. As per Indian laws, the liability of a nuclear accident shall only fall on the operator. In India, nuclear power plants are primarily operated by Nuclear Power Corporation of India Limited, NPCIL. Okay. So, when we talk about civil nuclear energy sector, then we talk about nuclear energy for producing electricity. Okay, because nuclear energy is also used to produce weapons. But when we add the word civil over here, then we basically remove the word weapons. Okay, civil nuclear energy sector only means nuclear energy for generating power, electricity. Now, this civil nuclear energy sector in India is regulated by Atomic Energy Act. Okay, and as per this act, all the nuclear power plants shall be operated by government agencies. Okay, now primarily this government agency is Nuclear Power Corporation of India Limited, but it can also be given to National Thermal Power Corporation, NTPC, but primarily it is NPCIL. Okay, so first statement is correct, third statement is correct. Now, in case there is a nuclear accident at one of these power plants, then for that we also have a law. And as per that law, the liability of that nuclear accident shall not only fall on the operator, but the supplier of components also. So whoever has supplied components for building that nuclear power plant shall also be held liable for any nuclear accident. That includes foreign companies who supply components for nuclear power plants. So it's not only the operator, it's also, as per the current laws, it's also the supplier of or the builder of nuclear power plants. Okay, so statement 2 is false. Only 2 statements are correct. The answer is B. Question number 2. Consider the following statements regarding Suez Canal. Suez Canal accounts for 12 to 15% of global trade and 30% of global container traffic. Global shipping companies abandoned this route and shifted to Cape of Good Hope route, which is shorter and cheaper alternative. Due to Houthi attacks on commercial ships since November 2023, the revenue of Suez Canal Authority crashed. Okay, now look, for trade between Europe and Asia, sea trade between Europe and Asia, there are 2 routes. Okay, 2 sea routes. One is known as the Suez Canal Red Sea route. Okay, under this route, ships from Europe, they basically travel through Mediterranean Sea, and Mediterranean Sea and Red Sea are connected through Suez Canal, which lies in Egypt. Okay, and from Red Sea they travel to Asia. So this is known as Suez Canal Red Sea route. Remember, Suez Canal connects Red Sea with Mediterranean Sea. Okay, the other route is Cape of Good Hope route. Under this route, well, you travel all around Africa and then you go to Asia. So Cape of Good Hope route is longer. It takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of fuel. Okay. And that is why most ships, most shipping containers use Suez Canal and Red Sea route, because this Suez Canal Red Sea route is shorter, takes less time and all that. Okay, and because of that, Suez Canal accounts for nearly 12 to 15% of global trade and 30% of global container traffic. Absolutely correct. But since November 2023, Houthis, who have occupied a portion of Yemen, well, they started attacking ships, okay, commercial ships of countries who are allied with Israel, okay, they started attacking these commercial ships who were passing through Red Sea. And because of that, the Suez Canal Red Sea route became a little risky from November 2023. Therefore, many shipping companies had to shift to Cape of Good Hope route, which is a longer, more inefficient route. Clear? So global shipping companies abandoned this route, yes, and shifted to Cape of Good Hope route, yes, which is shorter, no longer, and costlier alternative. So this is false. Due to Houthi attacks on commercial ships, since November 2023, the revenue of Suez Canal Authority. Well, Suez Canal Authority is the Egyptian authority that manages Suez Canal. So all the ships that pass through Suez Canal have to give transit fees to this Suez Canal Authority. But because most of the ships shifted to Cape of Good Hope route, the revenue through transit fees of Suez Canal Authority, it collapsed. Okay, so this statement is correct. 1 and 3 are correct. The answer is C. Question 3. Which of the following is our correct regarding adjusted gross revenue of telecos? That means telecom companies. The telecom companies have to share some percentage of this AGR with the government. AGR includes all revenues earned by telecos through telecom related activities. The Supreme Court has upheld the Department of Telecommunication definition of AGR. Now look, well, government allocates spectrum, 2G, 3G, 4G spectrum to telecom companies. And telecom companies use this spectrum, use this mobile spectrum, okay, cellular spectrum, to provide cellular services, mobile services to consumers. And these telecom companies charge a fees for that, and we pay the bills to Airtel, Jio, Vodafone, right? And they earn some sort of revenue because of that. Clear? Now, because government is allocating the spectrum to telecom companies, well, government expects a share in this revenue. Some percentage of this revenue shall be given to the government, because the spectrum through which these telecom companies are providing these services is provided by the government. So telecom companies have to share some percentage of their adjusted gross revenue with the government. Absolutely correct. Okay, and telecom companies do not mind that at all. The problem where telecom companies actually start to mind, or the area where telecom companies have an issue with, is what's the definition of this adjusted gross revenue. So back in the day, Department of Telecommunication gave a definition of this adjusted gross revenue. They said that all revenue that accrues to any telecom company would be part of this adjusted gross revenue, and some percentage of this adjusted gross revenue would go to the government. Right? Now, this adjusted gross revenue will include revenue from telecom related activities, revenue from non-telecom related activities also. So for example, Airtel possesses like 10 acres of land somewhere and they rent it out. So the rent collected by Airtel shall also be part of AGR, and some percentage of that will also be given to the government. Now, telecom companies say that you have given us this spectrum for providing telecom services, so your share should be from the revenue collected through these telecom services. But the revenue earned by us through other activities, through non-telecom related activities for which this spectrum is not utilized, why should we give a share of that too? But the Department of Telecommunication was very clear. They said adjusted gross revenue includes both telecom and non-telecom. So AGR includes all revenues earned by telcos through telecom related? No. Also non-telecom related activities as well. Okay. Now, these telecom companies really had a problem with this, and therefore they approached the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court agreed with Department of Telecommunications definition. Okay, so these companies have no respite at all. So third statement is also correct. 1 and 3, the answer is C. And question number 4. Consider the following statements regarding live baiting. So it is an umbrella term for offering a prey animal to a predator. In India, live baiting is permissible only for protecting an injured or old predator who cannot hunt on its own. National Tiger Conservation Authority has banned live baiting practice for tigers. Okay, now listen. What is live baiting? Look, back in the day, British hunters, okay? Well, Britishers ruled over India. So back in the day, all these hunters, these British hunters who wanted to hunt tigers, they used to throw a goat or a buffalo anywhere, and when the tiger used to approach, okay, they used to shoot that tiger or hunt that tiger. This is known as live baiting. So live baiting was used for hunting. Live baiting was then, after independence, used for, well, tourism also, because all these tourists who want to who come to these national parks, they want to see tigers. They can't see tigers because tigers are hidden in the wild. So the authorities over there used to throw these live baits so that tigers come, and, well, these tourists can conduct, well, click photographs. Okay, so for tourism. Okay, and the other reason for live baiting is for conservation. Okay, look, there are some tigers out in the wild who have become old, or, well, they are crippled, or they are diseased. Whatever the reason is, they are unable to hunt in the wild. So to conserve them, to protect them, well, the authorities throw live bait, their food. Basically, it's a food delivery system for them to help them survive. Okay, so yes, live baiting is an umbrella term for offering a prey animal like a goat or a buffalo to a predator, in this case tiger. Yes. Now, after independence in 1970s, well, live baiting for hunting was banned. Live baiting for tourism also was banned in 1982. Okay, but it still continues for conservation. Okay, so in India, live baiting is permissible only for protecting an injured or old predator who cannot hunt on its own. Absolutely correct. Clear? Now, recently, National Tiger Conservation Authority has said that live baiting, even for conservation, is not advisable because we are protecting these wild animals in wild. They should know how to survive in the wild, because because they survive as per the laws of the jungle. Okay, there should be minimum human intervention. So, standard operating procedure of National Tiger Conservation Authority says that live baiting for even conservation is not advisable. They say it's not advisable, but they have not completely banned it. Okay, not advisable. So this is false because it is not banned. So the answer is A, 1 and 2 only. And with that, we conclude today's session. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'm sure it has added value to your preparation. But it will add more value if you'll spend another 5 to 10 minutes, well, revising this lecture. And by revision, I mean, well, spending another 5 to 10 minutes taking a look at written detailed solutions to each and every MCQ discussed above. Now, these solutions are found in our notes, and these notes are shared on our Telegram channel. The link to our Telegram channel is provided in the comment section just below this video. On that note, I'll be signing off with the promise of seeing you again with another set of MCQs. Thank you, everyone.